Now, the second single, Truly Madly Deeply, was that written by you as well?
No, that was a cover of a song that was written by, I think it's a guy called Sean Flowerdew, it was guided. It was basically a decision that was made by a record label that jumped on board when we had the success. We weren't going to kind of get in the way and say, well, we can write our own songs. We would sort of, look, you guys have got a record that's kind of in that kind of star vibe for us to do, then we'll do it. And they had, and we did it. And that got to 23 and ended up as a soundtrack, a track on a Hollywood blockbuster called Fool's Gold a couple of years back. So that was we didn't again set the world on fire, but it was another another achievement on the jeweler achievement
roster of
block. Yeah.
Yeah. As a result of that, the debut album Melting Pot came out in 2007. That had some incredible reviews from such notorieties as Q Magazine. You got onto Channel 5 and GMTV. That must have been quite a sort of pat on the back. Okay, it was tough, but you got there.
Yeah, I mean, we were. It's kind of. I mean, to be honest, it was like we were on the cusp, but we didn't get featured on GMTV. I think we were mentioned on GMTV. They ran out of time and couldn't quite get there in time with the video. It was one of those kind of bad luck scenarios where, because GMTV's a live program, they had something big on, some big news feature that ran over, and of course, when these things happen, then the whatever it is that's on the leisure front that's not so big and not so important gets chopped. So we didn't actually get that look in on GMTV. But it was a like you say, we got the album out. We got some really nice reviews from Q Magazine, and people got to know who we were. It was just another notch on a sort of a credible ladder upwards, and we were kind of gradually making progress and gaining respectability at that point.
Now, the other thing that's come from that, which must be such a great thing for you, is to actually have performed with Toots and the Maytals, Jimmy Cliff, one of my all-time favourites, Prince Buster, Madness, and Aswad. That must have been incredible.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, to share the stage, to be able, to go on before these great legendary artists was an honour. And what's more, the fans totally understood where we were coming from and totally got what our music was about right from the first song. So it wasn't like we were kind of warming up a cold audience right from our first song. They were on each of those gigs. I mean, we also had Ziggy Marley at the Coco as well. It was amazing to suddenly, be unknowns and supporting these legendary artists and, meeting them backstage. Truly an honour and something we'll both never forget.
Now, the other artist that you're going to be doing some gigs with, I understand, is UB40.
That's right. UB40 later this year will be supporting them, which, again, is just something that I still can't believe. I mean, as a kid growing up, I went around and made it my mission to buy every UB40 vinyl album that they made, and I did. And I've still got the collection. It sort of stands, if I lay them flat, it's probably about half a foot high of UB40 albums I've now got all stacked neatly in the corner. And I intend to take my UB40 albums down along to the gig and hopefully get the Campbell brothers to sign them.
Ooh,
if they're around, if they're floating around. I'm not sure the situation with them both. I did hear a rumour that Ali Campbell had done a solo thing, but whether they'll be back together again for our shows, who knows? But I'm really looking forward to meeting them if we do get the chance, and it's going to be a great honour to grace the stage before that the super group that is UB40 go on.
Yeah. Now, during 2009, you sold out 2 nights at O2 Indigo. First in July.
Yeah, that's right. We did the O2 Indigo. That was again, that's something that I thought. I just believe that we had to be on TV, we had to be on radio, we had to be this and that to kind of to keep the popularity going. But the fans that we've got just we haven't been on TV for a while, we haven't been on radio for a while, and yet the Indigo gig sold out, and the response, and the support, the loyalty of those fans is it's a wonderful thing. It really brings it home just how much of a supporting bunch of fans we've got behind us, and how their loyalty just seems to remain, even when we're not necessarily there, in their faces on radio or on the TV, on a weekly basis.
Now, the second album, Cooking Pot, it's not bad to say that it sold out its first pressing within a month.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we pressed up some. I mean, it was stupid. There was just hundreds and hundreds of copies flying out. It came out the week of its release. It was something like, I think it was something stupid like 400 odd CDs went out in about 2 hours. Just like flew out. Like we literally got through. A huge quantity of the first batch within a few hours. It was crazy, that these kind of things still go on.
What an incredible thing to be able to say, though.
Absolutely. No. Well, I mean, the future at the moment, we've got this opportunity with Jules Holland's manager, which is quietly going on in the background. It's something, though it sounds like it could be amazing, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it will. You just don't know, and we're doing the best we can, and they're doing the best they can. They're great guys, and it's just a question of trying to plan some kind of proper attack on the industry to shine that light that we've been searching for so many years to get, and we're confident that we've got a really golden opportunity here, and they certainly know their stuff, and we're just hopeful that the luck and the light will shine our way, because it really is about luck. The British music industry is it's a hard, tough nut to crack, because there are so many acts all pitching for that one spot on radio, that playlist, that opportunity to be playlisted, that opportunity to get on, that TV show. And it's just outrageous. There's so many acts, and there's so many new acts, and then you've got all the old acts, the guys that you thought kind of weren't doing very much, respected artists that sold millions and millions of records, artists like Seal, Annie Lennox, George Michael, all these huge artists that you think, I haven't heard from them for a while. Well, they are actually banging on the doors of radio on the quiet, so you're in the same queue as them, and then you've got the latest new act, you've got the latest pop idol, you've got the latest X Factor, you've got, it's just, honestly, it's incredible how difficult it's become to crack through. So it's just about luck. It's about arriving at the right time with the right record, to the right guy that feels sympathetic and supportive enough towards your cause to give you a chance.
Oh, please keep us informed with what happens with Jules Holland, because I love Jules Holland.
Fantastic. Well, so do we, and we're keeping our fingers double crossed, and extremely hopeful that we get that chance. If we don't, we shall continue, and thankfully with the internet and YouTube, the story will always continue, and people can always find us, at our website, thejewelers.com, and you've only got to whack us into YouTube and watch as many clips as your heart desires.